of this, that, and the other. Here's something cool anatomically. Again, food for thought. What you do with this, we can put towards the training. Again, I'm trying to lay a groundwork so the training makes sense. Because if you guys just do the training because I made it attractive, or you know that your hands should be strong, but it's like, why? When you have a source of information and knowledge and wisdom that then you can use towards preparation and action, you are so far ahead of not comparing to anybody else, because who gives a shit? You don't compare yourself to anybody else, but an older version of you, a previous version of you, doesn't even hold. Both of you can be able to train and prepare for life. The one that has wisdom and knowledge with actionable preparation and training, that person is going to dominate any version of you that you've ever known. And that's what I love. So watch this. The hands and the feet, compare. The ankles and the wrists, compare. The elbow and the knee, compare. Shoulders and hips, compare. Those areas, compare. Well, if we go to the hand, specifically the finger, watch this. We have another set of hips, knees, and feet. Feet. The fingertip is a foot. This knuckle is the ankle. This knuckle is the knee, and they move very similarly. And this knuckle is the hip. So when you train, it literally looks like a topless, you can even go like this is the spine, this is the neck, and then everything's above. But when you're training hands, your hands have feet, have knees, have hips, and we would train those appropriately. So when you start looking at how you train your feet, ankles, hips, knees, is how you train your hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, is how you train the long part, the furthest distance part of your finger pad, to the middle joint of your finger, to the top joint of your finger. It all syncs up. And that's something, I don't know. I get kind of geeked out on that. But then, because we can take it where this is very strong in people, this is very strong in people, this is very strong in people, but this set of feet, knees, and hips, not. And it doesn't sync up. And then all of a sudden there's an injury here, or there's some sort of a response here that the body wants you to get stronger by letting you know through symptoms. And then this set of ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, along with feet, hips, knees, feet, ankles, knees, and hips. So your toes are different. And the reason is, even though they mimic, the reason is your hands have adapted that this structure and the mechanics here are best suited not being on the ground all the time. Your feet have adapted to being on the ground all the time, that they don't have this fine-tuned nature that this does. Until you see somebody who either loses their arms or was born with a healing response of no arms because the body chose not to develop arms in utero. It was a smart, super intelligent with what was going on in the life around them. And so when they use their feet and toes, you watch their toes and they act like hands. That big toe will come out and it grips a cup of coffee and it turns a steering wheel and it goes like